Welcome in for another episode from the Critics Collective. Today we're talking a children's movie. We want to know if it's awful or awfully good. It's the Twits. This is on Netflix. It's a running time of an hour and 40 minutes. It came out this year, 2025, and it is from the same mind that brought you Matilda, Poison, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and a handful of other novels that became movies or plays and things of that nature. What they say about this one is two orphans join forces with a family of magical animals to save their city from the powerful Mr. and Mrs. Twit, the meanest, smelliest, nastiest people in the world. That sums it up. That sums it up just right. Yes, it does. Now, with that being said, hit the subscribe button, like, follow, and share for more. One day I'll get it right. One day, 6, 7. Anyways, so this came out the 17th of October, and the only reason why we watched it, two reasons. One, we tend to hear the Critics Collective to watch anything. Like if it pops up, especially if it's new, if it grabs my attention, I treat it like I'm at a video store. I'm like, hey, this box looks pretty cool. I'm gonna take it home and watch it. But the other thing was my daughter has been watching K-pop Demon Hunter nonstop. Respectfully, we also have a review for a costume which is doing well. Like she's worn it damn near every day. Now, the thing about the costume is you can't wash it. This is what I mean. It says on it like, don't hand wash, don't dry, don't wash. Just what are you supposed to do with it? I don't know. So we've been getting pretty creative, but point blank for every day she watches that movie. It's probably going to come back out in theaters, but every day she watches that movie. With that being said, every weekend I try to give her a little bit of wrestling to watch and a new movie, and she normally grunts about both. She's getting better at wrestling. Wrestling, I could honestly, I know I'm segueing, but wrestling, I can go, four letters, and she'll go, and she'll go through the whole thing. Oh, to be a dad. But anywho, so with this movie, I let her watch this and like a few other trailers, and then she picks what movie she wants. So it's almost like going to the video store, right? And she picked this one, and I was very surprised she picked this one. I thought of the three movies, she wouldn't have gone this way, but she did. I'll go into the lows, what I didn't like about the movie. I'll go into the highs, and I'll tell you what she thought of it, and I'll tell you what I thought of it. Okay. All right. So the lows for this was I thought this was a movie that seemed like it was talking more to adults than it was to kids without talking to the kids. Bluey talks to the kids and the adults. Um, you have there's another one. You have Bob's Burger is another one that talks to the kids and the adults. You have American Dad and Family Guy, which really talks to the adults, not the kids. And so to each his own. But if you're going to serve something that talks to the kids, it should hit the kids. They shouldn't have to be reaching to pull some good stuff out of it. And I felt like with this, they did. Now, K-pop Demon Hunter is a little different. You can have a conversation on a few things because of the movie, but the undertones and the tone in general is there that the kids normally pull something positive from it, and the adults happen to be there and be like, "Wow, there's a little something more in here." Now, the other thing I didn't like about it was I didn't like how it felt like it was political. um Without spoiling the story, there's some stuff where they focus where it's the story really seems like it only comes from the US. The story focuses as if um there's a battle between these two, and how foolish a side can be, even to the point that the kids, not just my kid, but the kids in the movie will actually say something, and we're watching saying, listen to the kids, and the parents are like, no, no, we're not. Only to later on say we should have listened to the children. We should have listened to the younger generation. And that's something. So maybe that's what they were going for, but just didn't execute it. The stuff that I did like about it, I liked how it took a different approach for animation. It does take a different approach for animation. I like the cast. There was a really good cast here that's unfortunately going to get lost in this movie because I don't think a lot of people are going to watch it. I don't think a lot of people are going to stick around for the second half of this movie. Now, the book is supposed to show you right from wrong, understanding right from wrong, making the better choices. The book focuses on teamwork. This doesn't do that. Now, If you go in knowing that, you can see it and you can pull from it from the kids, but it's not going to give it to you. It's going to give you another negative. Just going back, it is gross. It is really, really gross. Now I grew up on Garbage Pail Kids, but this is gross. And for my daughter, who's all princess K-pop makeup and perfume, this was not what she wanted to see. Um, we ended up watching it with my wife as well. She came into the office and she's watching it, and there's a scene that happens with some food, and she got the fuck out of there. She's like, "What the hell are you guys watching?" And she was gone. And we almost didn't finish the movie. The little one brought us back in and said, "Let's just finish it. We already started it." And I said, "Hey, look, Daddy ain't raised no quitter. Let's do it." So we finished the movie. Now, with that being said, let's finish this review. We review from a 0 to a 5, with a 5 being excellent and a 0 being horrible. And in the middle is different kind of things. You go ahead and let us know in the comments, what do you rate this movie? Is there another kids movie that you like us to watch? This is dark comedy. This is a slapstick. This is an adventure. This is some satire in it. It's interesting that this is PG. It should have been PG-13, would have made more sense, but it's PG. At times it felt like it was pulling from Matilda, but again, it's the same writer, so I get it. Did we need this movie? No. But hit the subscribe button, like, follow, comment, because you need us in your life. We'll help you figure out, should you watch some of these movies and shows, and then in return, because it's a community, you tell us what to watch and you let us check out some stuff that we probably would have missed. Now, my daughter rates this a 3. She thought it was average. She said a 3. And she smiled as if she would have done something I don't know. I didn't ask her. I just, all right, fine, 3, kept it in here. I'm going to rate this a 1. This is a 1. This was not a very good movie. I would be very impressed for anybody finishing this who's not a fan of the author and what he's put out over the decades. Other than that, I can't see somebody sitting down watching it. And here's the thing, like, I don't think it was directed wrong. I just think the source material and the execution of what the 2 main goals from the original book wasn't done on this one. And there are some characters that are just funny and they're interesting, but then there's some that is just, what the fuck is going on? So I don't know. It wasn't Sausage Party for the kids, so that's a good thing, right? But you could have been anywhere in the world and you chose to be here. Until next time. I was gonna say Caligula. I've been saying that for a while, but I've switched. I've changed. I'm a changed man, and Daddy loves you.